Well, everybody, this is going to be an interesting start to the vlog, but I got some bad news to share with y'all. So some of you may or may not remember, about a month or so ago, I remembered that I mentioned to you guys that I was going to shoot a nature documentary sometime this summer, and well, we actually picked the day out already a few weeks ago. Well, actually I think it was like a month ago, and we were planning on shooting this past Saturday, June 24th, and well, apparently I think it was probably like literally just 1 or 2 days. It was literally like a couple days before we were supposed to start shooting. My friend of mine, my camera person, just announced to me that they couldn't make it, and they had a lot going on literally for the last week or so. So I was a little bit disappointed that they couldn't come out, because I was literally looking forward to doing this literally for quite a while now. And it kind of is frustrating that my big day of shooting this big documentary was postponed. So it's not officially canceled, which is good, but I have postponed it. I do plan on shooting it still this summer. We still got both July and August to shoot it, so hopefully we can get it all done. Hopefully we can get it done before the end of the summer. So I don't know, everybody. I'm still disappointed by this. So I was really looking forward to this. I literally announced it on all of my social media pages, by the way. Well, most of them anyway. I was going to shoot a documentary this summer, and well, turned out I had to postpone it at the last minute, so that kind of sucked. So I'm so sorry for those of you guys that are seeing this right now and are just getting the news about it. So I do sincerely apologize about that. But that just happens a lot, you know, and especially when it comes to TV shows, you know, or even making movies as well. Delays do happen all the time, everybody. That just happens a lot in the Hollywood world. So with that being said, I'm sorry to disappoint y'all, but don't panic though. We are still planning on shooting it sometime this summer. I don't know when. I'm hoping maybe this time we'll shoot for next month, towards maybe the end of July. I don't know, but I'll figure something out here. It's gonna take me probably a couple weeks to figure out a plan for this, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think I should try and reschedule it sometime this summer, or should I just maybe wait until next year to do it? Because right now, I mean, like I said, my camera person couldn't make it, so I don't know. But feel free to express your thoughts down in the comments, everybody, because right now, yeah, I'm really not sure what to do at this moment. Figure I'd just go ahead and actually bring Lucy out to spend some quality time with her, because it's actually been a while since she's been out of her enclosure being socialized. I think it's been probably close to a month now. So I gotta get her out and about here, because when I tried to pick her up out of her cage just moments ago, she was a little bit in food mode there for a moment. But once I actually picked her up, she immediately was turned off after that. So really, it's important, if you guys have a pet snake out there, it's obviously important to socialize with your animal to make sure that it knows the difference between you handling it and when it's feeding time. Because if you just actually leave your snake in its cage its whole life and just offer it food, every time you open its enclosure, it's just going to think that food's coming. That's all it's going to think about. And if you don't socialize with it enough, it's not really going to be interested in getting to do that. So with all the snakes that I have, I practice socializing with them as much as possible. Oh, what are you doing, Lucy? What are you doing, girl? Yeah, what are you up to? What are you up to? Huh? What are you up to, girl? I still can't get over how big she has gotten over the last few years, everybody. I could still remember the day she was born. She was just so itty bitty, and now she's literally just almost looks similar, just like her mother, and it's just awesome to see that, everybody. And like I said, I'm hoping to one day, hopefully soon, in a couple years from now, I'm hoping to breed her with Van Halen, you guys, because I actually want to see some baby Lucy's crawling in her enclosure someday. But for now, it's just not going to happen at this moment. But I promise you, everybody, one of these days it is going to happen. It's just only a matter of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let my girl Lucy go ahead and socialize for a little while. Go ahead, girl. Go right ahead and explore. Go ahead, baby. Yeah, you're so sweet. She's such a puppy dog, everybody. This is why even though oftentimes snakes are one of the most feared things in the world, but when I actually try and document all this, everyone, this just shows you snakes are actually nothing more than just actual animals that really are misunderstood. They really just, in the wild in general, don't want nothing to do with people. But with Lucy here, I've raised her since the day she was born, and she knows who I am, and she clearly knows that I'm not a predator to her. I'm not gonna hurt her whatsoever. And obviously with that tongue flicking, everybody, she's just smelling in her surroundings, figuring out what's going on, you know, what's this weird smell that I got in here. So with that being said, everybody, snakes, like I said, a totally misunderstood animal for certain. Kind of similar goes with sharks as well, in a sort of way. Sharks are really misunderstood animals. They normally don't go after people as a food source. Normally they don't. But that's because most shark species, from what I've read, they actually have poor eyesight underwater, which makes a lot of sense. So with snakes, you guys, most of the time they don't mean to hurt you at all. And sometimes they don't even mean to startle you at all in the wild, because snakes, like I said, snakes, you guys compare Lucy, she's pretty small. And people are usually really big and tall. So it's easy to miss these snakes when they're blending into their natural habitat. But with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and just, oh, you wanted to say hi to everybody? Aww. She's a sweetheart, everybody. I really, of all the snakes that I have met and the snakes I've kept my entire life, so far, Lucy is probably the sweetest one I've had so far to date. So when it comes to shooting like a documentary, whether it's like a nature documentary or whatever kind you're shooting, it really takes a lot of time and effort to actually getting the footage and also planning it out on the certain day you're actually filming, or like what time of day you're doing it. Because when I actually was planning on shooting my documentary, you know, like for the 24th of June, the forecast was calling for very sunny weather, very calm winds, you know, which would have been a perfect day to shoot where I was going that day. But when my camera person had to call it off, I was really bummed out about it. So, and like I said, I was preparing this, you know, for weeks, you know, for traveling, you guys, and I was just so bummed out. And, well, and sometimes you gotta postpone things, you know, like at certain points, you know, because obviously if you're shooting a documentary and an accident happens during the set, you know, that's gonna obviously put production for the documentary on hold for a while. And, well, there are actually at times where some things in documentaries do go horribly wrong. And, well, thankfully none of that happened because we never even got to shoot it. But I was planning on using this camera right here. This is actually the camera that I use for fishing on my fishing channel, my main camera. But I was going to bring this along because obviously we would only have one day to shoot this documentary. But most documentaries you guys see on television, they do take days of filming, you guys, to process to get the right shot, and also to do the editing of like the sceneries and the audio tracks on it. So, and for us, we only would have that one day, so I don't know exactly how well it would have gone, but obviously I was hoping I would literally go all out with a bang on this. So I'm not giving up hope though, everybody. I'm still planning on shooting my documentary sometime this summer. I don't know when, but I'm hoping to eventually do it sometime before summer's over with. So keep your hopes high, everybody, because I'm going to try and keep mine up high as well. And hopefully soon we can actually press this record button on this thing here pretty soon for my future documentary. Yeah, so literally just after I press record on the last clip, apparently Lucy, you guys know I took her out earlier in the vlog, well, just as not too long after I put her back, she did this in her cage, everybody. She literally did that in her cage just not too long after I put her away. So that was a good thing that I put her away before she could do her business, because let me tell you, she did that. If she did this right here on the floor, let me tell you guys, this is carpet and not hardwood floor. If she did this right here on the carpet, that's gonna be pretty tough to clean up. So, and plus my mom would not be too happy if she did that. So with that being said, it's a good thing she does it in her cage and not outside, but I still love her. And of course, she's pretty happy to see me still, so yeah, you're cute. I still love you. Well, everyone, like I said, I'm sorry to disappoint you guys of filming the documentary. I mean, it is what it is, and there's not much I can do about it at this time, but I'm not giving up hope, like I said. So I'm hoping to shoot it before the end of the summer, so hopefully we can actually get it done before summer comes to a close. So with that being said, everybody, go ahead and smash that like button for me, and feel free to subscribe too if you haven't done that yet. I'll see you guys in the next adventure.